everybody's going to live there.
Sorry, other than Aubrey DeGray and my friends who are working on that, you're dying in a car accident before that happens, so don't worry.
You know,
That was a downer, huh?
There's another place where something like this is happening in the world, and that's aircraft. So it's an easier problem to actually get a plane to fly itself than a car to drive itself.
Yeah,
because
they already do this.
Because it's a bigger sky, so they're less close to each other. And pilots are more comfortable allowing planes to fly themselves than cars are. And right now, the Air Force Academy, as of this year, is graduating more drone pilots than actual aircraft pilots. So there are more guys sitting behind a computer screen playing a video game, flying a drone, than people who actually know how to fly a real airplane.
Video games shoot missiles at people in Waziristan.
That too, but I mean, I asked officers in the Air Force, how do you feel about the fact that the majority of the pilots that you are cranking out right now don't know how to fly? And they said, well, you know, we got used to it. The statistics show it works. It's cleaner and so forth. So when I asked them about self-driving cars, they said they should come talk to us because we've been dealing with all these issues for 30 years. We've worked through a lot of it.
So are you saying the pilots who do the drone training do not do live aircraft training as well? They actually...
Right.
They never get in the cockpit of a real aircraft?
And there are even YouTube videos right now where you can watch 2 Air Force pilots blowing people up in Afghanistan, and after they finish blowing them up, one of them says, "Say, they'll get you past the chips."
Yeah, no, I believe that.
Because for them, it's not like death; it's a video game. So they said they've made the transition. It's not a big deal to them anymore, even though it took the last 30 years for them to do this.
Okay. So yeah, aircraft have flown each other for decades, flown themselves for decades. The pilots actually resist that because they want something to do. They actually, the pilots often land anyway because they had nothing else to do for the whole flight. Right. They actually have a rule saying they have to at least once a month test the automatic landing system to make sure that they're familiar with that landing procedure. But the cost of the pilot is high, but a small fraction of the cost of flying a 747 from Munich to San Francisco. So there hasn't been a push to take them out of the plane.
They're testing a lot of planes now that fly themselves, and that a person on the ground, in a ground control station, is controlling that aircraft.
Yep.
And there are some pilots who are upset about this, but the official Air Force position is, we're going that way. Because the guy in Missouri could fly the plane in Afghanistan better than the guy in Afghanistan can.
Yes, from above.
And the plane also pulls a lot more G's than the human body can take.
That's it. And it costs less.
Yeah, and it's lighter. The drones can fly for a lot longer. I mean, there's a whole lot of reasons why drones are a good idea.
But the sky is a lot bigger than the freeway in terms of space between things.
Right, but I mean, the truth is, as quality of sensors improves, actually, the drone, the autopilot in the drone will be able to fly better than a human being could have. And the human being back in the Air Force base in America will mostly just be giving guidance like, go here, go there, blow up that guy.
And stay on station for 24 hours straight.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, they could command the vehicle to do that, and they don't have to actually be doing anything. The systems can do that.
It's now an office job. To be a pilot is an office job. You drive to work, you sit behind your terminal, you fly a thing from 10,000 miles away, and you go home and have dinner with your family. You come in the next morning and you keep flying missions.
Yeah, no, it's kind of bizarre. It's kind of bizarre. All right, well, enough killer robot planes. Anything else about?
See, robots do kill.
How about more gears? We're seeing 6-speed automatic transmissions, 7-speed. Yeah. The new Chrysler 300.
There's a correlation between
the
number of blades in your razor and the number of gears in your transmission. I think they're connected.
But they're getting like 31 miles to a gallon in 4,600-pound cars.
Yeah. So more gears are going to happen. Well, the new CAFE standards are actually going to be pretty tough to meet with the way the design curves today. And unless those are repealed, because cars are going to lose their side view mirrors because those have too much. They're all going to start looking like the Honda Insight. Because if you want to have that kind of mileage in your average fleet, you're going to have some vehicles like that. But if they go electric, well, then the transmission issue is entirely different. I mean, I don't think you'll need an 8 gears in an electric car.
And there's a lot of cars that have continuously variable transmissions, which are infinite amount of gears.
All right. Well, then let's call it a night.
No,
you're replying.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Brad, and Peter, as well.
So that there's not one spot. If
Yeah,
it's right next to
maybe.
you, it shows that under there.
Give an electric car guy something, he's gonna make sure they. All right, you gonna do beach school dropout for us now? It's not something or summer love, we can do summer love. I guess it was gonna be,
And then I keep all the.
oh, so you don't have to increase it.
People can use
I did not bring you.
if they do directly.
If I give you one, will you email me? Maybe, because I promised that to other people and I've been lying, but my intent is to do so. But if you find a need for one, I will find it on the web. There you go, okay, yeah, that's better, because I don't know. What do you want to ask me?
I wonder if a dog is gas.
Oh, thanks.
Obviously, once you're trying to start, they will be driving. When they gradually the dog is
How often do you?
Well,
although, you know, I mean,
Yeah, that'd be great.
I think we can definitely do some cool things with electric cars, although the truth is I'm not,
Awesome driver too.
I'm not actually wedded to electric. I think one thing about technology is it gives me when it's our car, then we can't do it.
Basically outperforming.
Right, but the electric car owners, of course, they have belief in electric. I'm actually, signed an extra, because today's battery temperatures are not quite good. So here you go, but that doesn't mean we won't see some of that. They never deliver them, but someday someone will actually deliver them. Oh, hang on. I don't.
The idea of RAM, the cost of microprocessors, you know, the same thing with the cost of batteries is going down rapidly. So within 3 years, it will actually truly be cheaper to drive an electric car than